Hello and welcome to Lexx Education, the comedy science podcast where me, normal brother Ron, and me, comedy comedian Laura, do GCSE science for a small audience, and we have a great time while we do it. Of course, Laura's not really here. It's just me, normal Ron, on my own. Laura is somewhere doing something, but I'm not. I think she mentioned a forest. She doesn't have internet. She thought she might. She's bailed on 2 recording sessions this week. That's fine. I'm not holding it against her. But here I am doing intros and outros on my own. With all of the appropriate knowledge that I would need to do such a thing. So, yes, Laura is somewhere. The tea towel, that's on its way, presumably in some state of readiness between not ready and not started, but it's somewhere. And join the Patreon, everybody. Do join the Patreon. We've got loads of content on there now. Class clown, geography lessons, books, Rusty Sugar, lots of different things. We've got Chernobyl Mutant Wolves episode coming out very, very soon. We have recorded that one. Do sign up. It's fucking cheap as chips. We keep it as cheap as we can to give access to as many people as possible. The idea behind that is that if we kept it cheaper, more people would sign up. So you guys have to just sign up so that logic works, because otherwise we're going to have to start price hiking. Probably. I don't know. I'm not in charge of these things. But anyway, today's episode, it's a good deal of fun. Good deal of fun. Haven't decided what to call it yet, but it was a good deal of fun, today's episode. A very classic feeling episode. A lot of just saying stuff. A lot of very scared Laura. Right, just guessing shit. She's stupid a lot of the time, to be honest. But, yeah, I guess, what's going on with me? I'm tired. It's been a long day. A long week, actually. If Laura was here, I'd have told an anecdote of how I got stranded at sea and rescued by the RNLI, but I'm not just going to tell that story on my own. Yeah, it's late May, but the weather's not particularly summery. Got a couple of weddings coming up in June I'm going to. That'll be fun. But anyway, let's get on with the episode. That's enough about me. I'll see you after the episode when we're all on the same page and we can have a lovely chat about how we feel about that.
Is this a new recording? I think it is. I think I'm about to get very hungry, Ron.
Yeah, it's about to be mid-lunchtime, I would say.
Yeah. Oh, my poor little Mackie had to go in and get spayed yesterday.
I've already been very rude about this, so today I'll be nice. Oh, how did that go?
Like, fine, but she's just so drowsy and dopey, and she's back in her little rainbow onesie, and she just looks pathetic and confused.
What? Sorry, what's different? Apart from the rainbow onesie?
I thought you said you were going to be nice. Hang on. Husband of the podcast is waving and asking if I want to go to bed with him, I think. He's holding both his hands to one side of his... He's walking away. What's the matter?
Jesus. Just let me know.
Okay.
Why is he whispering?
I don't really know. Oh, because the child of the podcast has gone to sleep. That's why.
What was he communicating to you?
That she's asleep and I should stop screaming.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's really annoying being a podcast host and a mother when I'm like, sorry, kid, I was doing the podcast first.
Yeah. There's not 100 episodes of her.
No. When we have 500 patrons, I'll soundproof the attic.
Okay. Yeah, so how is the little dog?
I think she's okay. She only literally had it done like 24 hours ago, so she's still pretty drowsy.
Yeah.
Poor little bean. It's quite invasive. I think they literally do like a hysterectomy on them.
Grim.
Yeah.
She didn't really have any weight to lose.
She's so tiny. She's just the smallest little dog. I still can't find my notepad either, Ron. I'm starting to think I must have left it somewhere outside the house, which is just like somebody's going to find that and be very concerned about a child's GCSE results.
Yeah. We got an email the other day about being like in a list of top GCSE science podcasts, which was exciting.
Yeah, I'm sure we've had that email before, though.
Yeah, I think it's certainly advertising, isn't it?
Well, that's the thing, because they sort of emailed and said, you're featured in the top 5 GCSE podcasts. Can you share it? And I thought, well, are we advertising you, or is this promotion for us?
Yeah. And actually, if you go on... Okay, so... I mean, yeah, we're absolutely spanking the competition, to be fair. Hey, science fans, they've only got 78 Twitter followers. The average length is 11 minutes.
Also, there are no science fans in the world.
Yes, the science break for GCSE science. Bite-sized revision for We're number 1. We are number 1.
Yeah, we're very popular.
Yeah, that's cool, isn't it now?
If we took all the comedy out and just focused on science, I think we'd be in the top 10 just Apple podcasts, you know?
Yeah. Well,
people like a real serious, dreary podcast.
I need to mute my phone because someone is putting a lot of stuff on Splitwise from the weekend. There we go. Alrighty, Laura, how's it going?
For me, it's going all right, Ron. I've ticked some stuff off my list today. I even had time for a surprise half-hour phone call from a person I wasn't expecting. Dealt with that. Pew, pew, pew. Oh, just some admin that needed doing. Like, I sent an email. They came back with a phone call. It's not the dream. No. But I just was like, do you know what? Now is a convenient time. Let's crack on.
You're finally getting that skin thing cut off?
No. If anything, I'm having implants put into it. Go big or go home. I need a USP in comedy. That's the thing, Ron. I think I'm just too mainstream. My thing is going to be this weird thing hanging off my body.
Yeah, the skin flap.
Yeah, Luigi the
skin flap.
If you want a chilled out evening, Tom and I have started a new Minecraft world. We started it last night. We started in a sunflower field, Ron. And basically, we are religious fundamentalists because where we spawned, there was a perfect cross right by where we spawned in mud, right? So we were like, okay, we're religious pioneers. We've come here. We worship horses, or Horsus, who is our god. I am called Good Wife Pibaldi, and Tom is called Stallianus. And we kill all sheep we see. Sheep are demons. We also kill llamas because they're not horses. And we're breeding horses.
I like it. I like it a lot.
It's really fun.
Yeah. How many horses have you got?
Only 3 at the moment, but we've only played one evening, so, you know, basic setup, getting sorted.
Yeah.
I've got a horse paddock, I've got a small farm, I've got a farm for other animals. Chickens are called ducks in this world, and we don't breed sheep because we just murder them whenever we see them.
That's fair. I think they're putting new animals into Minecraft soon.
Yes, we found an armadillo.
Yeah.
We found one.
That's cool. Did you capture it?
I don't know what you can do with it. I think Tom kicked it and it curled up into a ball.
That's good fun, isn't it?
Yeah.
Armadillos. Minecraft. They're cuties. I love armadillos. I wonder if you can get leprosy from them.
We've also got it on that setting where when you die, you just keep all your stuff. And oh my God, it's better.
Yeah, that's stress-free, isn't it?
It's just lovely. It just means you don't want to die because it's annoying, but it's not like, oh, fuck, I can't be asked to play
You can
anymore.
feed armadillos spider eyes, which makes a baby armadillo.
Ah, what can you get out of armadillos?
When you brush it, you get an armadillo scoot.
What's a scoot? Like shell?
Scoots are items that baby turtles drop. When they grow into adults, they can be used to craft turtle shells to brew the potion of the turtle master. So you can use it to make turtle shells.
Perfectly logical.
Yeah. With 6 armadillo scoot, you can craft every piece of wolf armor for a wolf.
What?
You can armor up your dogs.
That is awesome. We need
And you
them to
can
guard the horse paddock for Horseus.
Yes. Sound. All right. Well, that's the Minecraft update. Duh.
Well, I know what my night is going to be.
Brushing armadillos for scoots. Right, Laura. Do you know what we're doing today?
Nope.
No. How would you? It's biology today, Laura.
Oh, I knew it was biology. I just didn't know what we'd be doing in biology.
Oh, do you remember what we were doing last time?
Diseases?
No, obviously not diseases. Right, so, no, not that.
Animal breeding?
It was animal breeding, yeah.
Something to do with bodies.
Yeah, no, it wasn't diseases though. Don't know if we've actually ever really covered diseases.
Yeah, we've done various diseases throughout the time.
Have we?
Yeah.
All right. Well, no, so we're on, as you should have been following, and numbers fans will know, we're on 4.6.2.4, Laura, which is... Why aren't you speaking? We're going to say this at the same time. 1, 2, 3. Genetic engineering. Yes, well done.
Yes.
Do you ever play the odds-on game?
No.
It's a game that we were doing a lot at the stag do.
I play the odd sun game, and I just look at you.
I hated that mouth thing you did. That was awful. No, it's where you say like odds on you doing this or odds on you going over there or something, and then they're like, I'd say 1 in 100, and then you both have to shout a number between 1 and the number that they say, and if you say the same number, they have to do it.
Oh.
It's fun.
Does sound good. I mean, you were literally saying in the intro we just recorded that you don't have any time. I'd say cut that out of your life if you want to make more time, and then I think you'll have more time.
Why?
And
That's
I don't
good
think
fun.
You'll miss that.
Why wouldn't I miss that?
It sounds not productive.
I don't have to be productive all the time. I wouldn't be doing this.
Touché, sir.
So, Laura, what do you think genetic engineering is?
Like when you make a car out of plants.
No, sorry, that doesn't really scan well enough as a joke for you to get away with that.
Oh, okay. Genetic engineering is when you take a double helix and you hang it off the lobe of the carburetor and say, "Ooh, how do you like my earring? It's made of genetics."
Yes, all right, that's much better.
Thank you.
Yeah, okay. Serious answer now?
It's when you tweak genes to change the outcome of a person.
Define tweak.
Cut out some genes and leave others in?
That's more like it. But it's actually more about sort of inserting genes into other things.
Oh.
More than it is about taking genes out of a thing, to be honest. Because genetics is so bloody complicated that if you just start sort of removing stuff, you don't really know what sort of the effects of that are going to be. Like, you know, we might have... you can sort of work out that, this gene gives someone blue eyes or whatever, but you don't know what else that protein's doing. It might be like a building block to something else. The inverse of it on the other side of the double helix might be coding for something. So there's always like different effects and stuff to doing, to messing around with the gene. So it's easier to just insert something into something else. There's higher tier stuff in the syllabus on how this is done. How higher tier are you feeling today, Laura?
I'm always higher tier. I'm on the top of the Leaning Tower of Pisa, mate.
Yeah, I mean, in a sort of wonky, decrepit old way, yes. Okay, we can do that. You don't seem very in for our classic banter today.
I don't feel like I can be mean to you when you already look like you're about to flop into a cold bath and reenact Hamlet.
No, you can. That's fine. I just might not take it well.
Oh, shocker.
So, Laura,
Yeah.
to edit something tiny on a biological scale, how do you think, well, what tools and stuff do you think we have to use for that?
Lasers.
No, think about all of the words that I used in the setup to that question.
Microlaser.
No, all of the words.
I can't remember all of the words.
I said tiny on a biological scale. Yeah.
Seeds?
This is a classic. I think what would be nice. I'd like one day for someone to sort of maybe make like a sort of a Lexx Education almanac, and we can start classifying all the different things that happen, because that was a classic just say something where you've kind of pulled the right thread, but then just really you've put the cart before the horse, because you've narrowed in on what I was getting at, the biological part of it.
Yeah.
So rather than just sort of looking inward and sort of seeing that you don't have the intellect or the tools to sort of work out what it might be, and say,
well, why would you ask the question if it wasn't possible?
No, because what you could have said is something along the lines of, oh, so do we use something from nature to edit the genes or something like that? But no, you've gone, well, he wants me to say something biological and something small. What's the smallest biological thing me, a person that doesn't believe in something, if I can't see it, can think of? Seeds. And I imagine, I'd wager, not to put words in your mouth, that you were thinking of poppy seeds, the smallest of the seeds.
No, I wasn't. I was thinking about sweet pea seeds because I was planting them recently.
Right. But no, not seeds, but you're on the right track. We do use, to edit things in biology, we often use biology to do that as well. If you hazard a guess as to what we use to do that, thinking about it a bit more. What are the effectors in your cell? What are the things that do shit? Their activity.
Would it be something like a part of the cell we're looking for here, Ron?
Yep. On what scale do you think we're looking at? It's
very small.
Yeah. Name some, do you think we're harnessing organelles to do this?
Yes.
Well, we're not, actually.
No.
Why wouldn't we use an organelle to do this?
Too big?
Too big, yeah, because if you think about it, the nucleus is an organelle, and all of your DNA fits inside the nucleus. So trying to use something that big to edit a bit of DNA, that's going to be bloody massive, isn't it?
Yeah, too big.
So what is DNA?
It's a code for protein.
That is true. That is true. What is it, just kind of fundamentally?
Acids.
It is technically an acid, yes. What does it stand for, just while you're getting points for that?
Deoxyribonucleic acid.
Yeah, well done. But no, that's not what I'm getting at either.
Oh, God. There's just too many things to get. I've said so many things and we're not there. You've just sent me the word molecule. Do you want me to... molecules?
Yeah, so DNA's a molecule, isn't it? So it's probably on a sort of a molecular scale that we'd be looking for a tool to edit the DNA, right?
Yeah.
Out of all of the molecules that you can name that exist inside a cell, which one is the one that does stuff?
ATP!
No, that's the energy currency of the cell, isn't it? So we could throw energy at the problem, but the energy's not going to do anything, is it?
Protein?
It is a protein, yeah.
Amino
Proteins
acids.
Ooh, no. Here's a protein. Proteins come in two types. You've got fibrous proteins. They're usually used in structural things like muscles. Or you've got globular proteins. They're dissolvable and they have different things. What's the type of protein that gets shit done? They have a purpose. They speed up reactions.
Catalysts.
Yeah, what's a biological catalyst? You're like that fucking frog. You know that puzzle where it's like a frog is on a log a meter away from where it needs to be. It jumps half the distance, and then again it jumps half the distance, and with each jump it jumps halfway each time. How long does it take it to get there?
It'll never get there.
It will never get there. Yeah, you're that fucking frog. You're always getting closer and closer, but you're never there. A good display of different learning styles there, because you got that the frog would never get there instantly. But you can't get this. What's a biological catalyst called? Lock and key.
Mitochondria?
What's mitochondria?
I don't know.
Mitochondria is an organelle.
Cell plasma? Cell juice? Cellulose?
That you're just saying things.
Yeah. It's better than the silence.
What's the 14th letter of the alphabet?
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, J, K, L, M, N.
Yeah. And
No
then,
zone.
No, I wish I could do one of those. And then, if you were sort of greeting someone really quickly, but you weren't very good at pronouncing H's and you were swap them out for Z's, what might you say to them?
Zello.
No, really quickly.
Zaya.
Quicker than that.
Zay. Zai.
There we go.
Zai.
Yeah, that one. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then imagine you've just eaten some nice cream of tomato soup. What might you say?
Yuck. Soup is not food.
No, if you've eaten some nice cream of tomato soup, I said.
Yum. Enzymes.
Do you remember what enzymes are now?
22 minutes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Tell me about
Enzymes like have
enzymes.
those little mouths on them and they can munch stuff up.
How does the mouth work?
Spits acid.
Are you being thick on purpose?
Is that not it?
No, it's not
They've got
it.
little teeth.
No, you're saying stuff from the Tricko lesson.
Oh, I fucking hate you for the Tricko because I have remembered it.
No. Enzymes have what's called an active site. The active site is where the lock and key method happens. It perfectly fits the target of the enzyme, and it locks on, and then it will do whatever it does. It does its catalytic thing in the active site. Remember that? Lock and key? The lock fits the key.
Words lock and key, yeah.
Lock fits the key, has to be the right shape. You get that? You know what a lock and a key is?
Yeah.
Yeah. You get that?
Yeah.
Describe it back to me. Let's just do a knowledge check. How does lock and key method work with an active site?
I don't know, Ron.
I just said it to you.
You've made me feel despondent.
Well, motivate yourself. Take some
My
sort
pop
of...
shield's really soft on my cheeks.
You tell me off for doing that all the time.
Nuzzling.
Yeah, I like nuzzling the pop shield.
Do, 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 do. Oh, my eyes look really weird.
Yeah, you look dead.
I don't look good today. I'm tired.
Talk me through lock and key, Laura.
You have to be the right key to the lock.
Yep, and what is that when you take it out of the metaphor?
I don't really know, Ron.
What do enzymes do?
Break stuff down?
Some of them. What are enzymes? What's that catchphrase that I've said for enzymes a few times already this episode?
Lock and key.
No, biological catalysts. What's a catalyst?
Catalyst. Catalyst is like rubble to give a surface area for stuff to happen on.
What does a catalyst do?
It speeds up a reaction.
Yes, okay, grand. It speeds up a reaction. So what does an enzyme do?
Speeds up a reaction.
Exactly. So those reactions can be breaking things down, which is anabolic or catabolic, one of them. Or it can be building stuff up, or it can be moving stuff.
Why
Enzymes.
do you build me up? Catabolic, just to let me down. Anabolic, a-doo-doo.
So knowing that enzymes have a specific reaction that they speed up or slow down, what do you think the active site being
me up, and then you gotta slow me down?
What do you think the active site being being specific to a reaction, active site is like the lock. What do you think the key to that lock would be?
The enzyme?
Well, no, because the active site's on the enzyme, isn't it? So...
God, you're so mean.
Yeah, but you're so thick. It's really hard talking to someone this dense in such a structured format with so much fucking content to get to. And you know why I feel fine going in like this, Laura? Because I asked if you were feeling higher tier, and you said that you felt like you were on top of the Leaning Tower of Pisa for some reason. So you asked for this, and now if you're being higher tier, then be higher tier. Don't tell me that the key to the lock is the rest of the lock, because that's fucking fully mental.
I don't think I know the answers you want, Ron.
An enzyme is a biological catalyst for a specific reaction.
Yeah.
Where does that reaction happen?
On the site.
In the active site, yes. So, if we go back to the metaphor, the active site is the lock. A specific reaction happens there. What do you think the key is?
The genes.
Why are you saying the genes?
I don't know. I just wanted to be over.
No, we're just talking about a specific reaction. You want a specific reaction to happen somewhere. What needs to be there?
The reactant.
The reactant. So what do you think the key to that lock is?
The reactant.
Yes. Thank you. Fucking hell. So, if we go back to our editing of genes, what about the active site and the lock and key method makes enzymes a good thing for making specific edits in a genetic code, do you think?
Oh, because you can make the lock the shape of the bit of gene that you want to play with. And then it won't affect anything except the bit you're interested in.
100%, Laura. Well done. That was right. You got that in 1. The other one you got in like 68.
poor teaching on your behalf.
No, I don't think so this time. Okay. Sometimes poor teaching.
This time.
No. Remember, Laura, I had to bring you from seeds to this. Can you think about anything we've talked about that? So that's how we edit the gene that we want out of something else. We use an enzyme. It isolates the gene. Can you think of any times that we've talked about something where an existing system in biology has inserted its genes into something else? Can you remember what a retrovirus is?
HIV.
HIV is a retrovirus. Very good. Do you remember why they're called retroviruses, or sort of like what their big deal is?
Oh, because they go into your DNA and then they like make it so that they're printing your DNA is like printing the virus.
Exactly, yeah. So they insert their DNA into another genetic code. Yeah. So as part of genetic engineering, we harness some of the systems that they've already made so we've isolated the gene that we want using the enzyme that we talked about. Then what we can do is we either use a virus, like I've just said there. The other thing that you can do is use a bacterial plasmid, which we have talked about before. Do you remember what I did my dissertation on when I was at university? It's like a little circle of DNA that lives inside bacteria. It's almost like a secondary genome to them. Yeah. So you can either use a virus or we can use one of those. That's how we insert it into the genome that we want in the required cells that we want it in. That's called a vector.
Vector.
What you do is you to genetically modify something. What you will do is you'll take it usually at sort of like an embryonic state, because you need to get it into all of the cells. So like trying to do that in like a big human or a giraffe or a tree would be really, really hard. So you take it at an early stage of its development, and then you use the vector to input the isolated gene that you got with the enzyme into the cells, and then you've genetically modified something.
Yeah. Hiya, Tia! You've gone a bit... This is a different kind of vector to a vector and scalar vector.
Yeah, but I mean, I think it's called that for the same reason, though, right? It takes something in a direction. It takes it there. It's the vector that we got it in with.
With magnitude.
Sure. Right. How long have we been recording?
31 minutes.
Parfait. Okay, let's do the other bit then. Okay, cool. So now we understand how genetic engineering happens, Laura. It says here, students should be able to explain the potential benefits and risks of genetic engineering in agriculture and in medicine, and that some people have objections. Can you think of any examples of why we might want to genetically engineer something?
Disease resistance.
Yeah.
Like if it's crops and stuff, also like resistance to drought and flooding and stuff. Bigger yields, get more food.
Absolutely.
Easier to pollinate, maybe. Self-pollinating, perhaps.
Maybe. Yeah. Yeah, really, really good. There are some specific examples that are good to know about. Have you ever heard of golden rice?
No.
Do you know what the leading cause of childhood blindness is, Laura?
Rice in your eyes.
Yes, but if it's gold rice, at least you have some money afterwards. No, that's not it.
4 children from my primary school were blinded by rice in the eyes.
Yeah. That's why I'm not allowing kids at my wedding when I get married.
No. That's why Charlotte the podcast is on a pasta-only diet.
Yeah. She's never
She
allowed.
Gets an iPhone wet, guess what? It's staying wet, bitch.
She's never been to Wagamama, and she never will.
No tapioca for you.
No, so close, though, is actually vitamin A deficiency.
Oh. So actually rice in the eyes would cure it.
Well, golden rice in the eyes would, because in the 90s...
Golden rice. What?
What?
I feel like it's been a while since I did
you say rice taking you nowhere.
Golden.
That's good stuff. No. In the 90s, a German scientist basically invented golden rice, which is rice that has loads of vitamin A in it, and could basically solve
Vitamin A.
Vitamin A, see?
What's in this rice? Vitamin A. C. No, not C. That's in the oranges.
Nice. That's orange rice. Aren't you glad you're not blind anymore, kid?
It hurts when I blink, Doctor.
Why do you want to go and put rice in their eyes? Anyway, enough of that. Yeah, so they made golden rice in the 90s to solve this problem.
Imagine if you had rice for eyelashes.
Lovely.
You could make your eyes clap. Clap, 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 clap. When you
Be like one of those Australian hats.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then the other one that's good to know about, Laura, is insulin. We produce all of our insulin these days by genetically engineered bacteria.
Ooh.
So what's insulin? What does insulin do, Laura?
Hang on. It tells the body to produce or release more sugar from storage.
Blood sugar regulation, exactly. Yeah. And what type of person has issues with their insulin?
A diabetic.
Absolutely. Now, people who are type 1 diabetic have to inject insulin.
Why do scientists and cowboys never meet?
Because they die. I bet.
No, because one deals with the wild frontier and the other deals with the bacteria. Frontier, bacteria, there's something there. You know? I want it to be something. The wild frontier, the wild bacteria.
Does anyone call it the wild frontier?
Yeah. King of the wild frontier.
Frontier makes me think more of Star Trek, the final frontier.
Psychiatrist. Yeah. Well, Star Trek's just a space cowboys, aren't they?
No.
The final frontier.
You ever seen Star Trek?
No.
No, that's apparent.
I don't like space.
No. So type 1 diabetics have to inject insulin into themselves every day when they explode or something, right?
Yes.
Before the process that I'll tell you about in a sec, do you know how we got the insulin for that?
Took it out of mice.
No, we mashed up a bunch of pig pancreases in a bucket and injected the juices into them.
Ooh.
But we don't have to don't worry about that. We don't have to do that anymore, because what we've done is we've taken the gene that makes insulin and we've put it into bacteria. And then we just grow that bacteria and harvest the insulin from them.
Nice. Thank you, bacteria. Pigs salute you.
Now that's great stuff. However, we don't really use we use the bacteria thing all the time. Like I say, that's how all of our insulin's made these days. But we don't really use GM crops all that much. What do you think?
I think that's because the Daily Mail kicked off about it. That was a big thing in my childhood, GM crops.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to ask you about. What's people's beef with it?
Oh, I don't want no Frankenstein food inside me, thanks, mate.
What are they worried about there?
Oh, don't know. Change, foreigners.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's actually I'm a big supporter of GM crops. There are some legitimate concerns. Can you think of any? That is, but not on the it's not really on the human side of things, because we can test food, right? We can make food and we can test it. So that's kind of fine. People are. If you want to sort of pander to these people, you can sort of say, well, yeah, maybe you are a bit concerned that we haven't tested it enough. And it's like, well, yeah, we haven't fucking tested it enough because you won't let us do it. But what are some legitimate concerns that you might think of?
Well, you never quite know what it's going to do you? So it could cause issues.
Issues with what?
Digestion.
No,
our
take it
immune
away from
systems.
humans.
Oh, the crops might all die and fail?
It's not really. It's not on the list, but I guess. But you know, like we know that it grows. We know it's genetically modified. It's good stuff. Where do the crops grow?
In the ground?
Outside. Yeah. Mm-hmm. What else is outside?
Nature.
Exactly. So
could hurt nature.
Could hurt nature. Basically, that's it. We don't know the effect that some of these crops might have on pollinators and things like that. And then the other thing is that we also you could end up sort of crossbreeding them with other grasses and stuff that are out there.
Yeah.
So if you plant a bunch of fields and then they release their pollen or whatever, that blows around in the wind. It could crossbreed with stuff, and we don't know the effects that would have.
Best to just keep using normal ones smothered in pesticides.
Yeah, and let all of these kids go blind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dry rice, mate.
Nice.
Thanks.
And that's the lesson?
Your screen froze and it was a pretty perfect joke from me, so why not?
I'm not frozen, I'm pretending.
Ah. 3. That's not right, Laura. Quiz for 103. Quiz. I still haven't found the bloody notebook, Ron.
It's gone.
It's somewhere up here, probably. But can I find it? Can I heck? Oh, do you want another lost stuff story, Ron?
Sure.
Did a whole puzzle, right? A really difficult puzzle too. Look, I'll show you a picture of how difficult this puzzle was. Lots of the same colour, no real distinctive shapes. Really tough to pick out what the puzzle was like, right? Look at this bad boy. That is a tough puzzle.
It's cool.
Got right to the end of it. Where's that piece?
Ooh.
Just had a bloody piece missing, didn't it?
Yeah.
Cool puzzle, though. I did it for my friend. It's her puzzle. And then
Are we recording?
Glue it. Yeah, glue it all up.
So, just for the listener, it looks kind of like almost like the Rolling Stones' lips, but sans tongue. And then very sort of 60s kind of, that sort of like 60s sort of psychedelic, but almost kind of Art Deco style, like smoke exhalation coming out of the lips. It's cool. It's really cool. And it's shiny.
Yeah, but there's a piece missing. Livid. It was a tough puzzle, man. Real tough puzzle.
Tough puzzler.
I love a puzzle. I really love jigsaw puzzles.
Yeah. I've been rewatching Brooklyn Nine-Nine recently, so that just makes me think of Amy Santiago.
Where on earth is Amy Santiago? You're too young for that.
Yeah, what's that?
Where on earth is Carmen Sandiego?
Who's Carmen Sandiego?
I don't really know. It was a cartoon that was on when I was a child, but I don't really remember the details except for that bit. I think she might have been a spy.
That's how I feel about IR Baboon.
IR Baboon. I am Weasel.
Yeah, that's all I know about that, and I can picture them vividly, but...
Yeah.
Was Weasel a good guy?
Life, who knows, Ron? Cartoons were messed up when we were younger. Now cartoons are all learning to be kind and stuff, but when we were younger, I'm sure they were just people running around farting.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, God, look at these guys. Cow and chicken.
Yeah. Do you remember Cat Dog?
And the cat dog.
One fine day with a woof and a purr, a baby was born and it caused quite a stir.
Oh, my God, the red guy from Cow and Chicken, he was so overtly sexual. Oh, he was all about his butt. Ren and Stimpy, that was another one.
Ren and Stimpy was hideous.
Yeah.
He is all about his butt.
He's all about his butt.
Because, he's all about his butt. About his butt. This red guy, he's all about his butt. Is he the devil?
He is the devil, yeah. He had a
Ren and
really...
Stimpy. I remember we weren't allowed to watch Ren and Stimpy, but it was on around the time Mum would need to go and bath youngest sister of the podcast, so I could just about stand in the lounge and watch it as long as I held the remote to turn it over if I heard anyone coming. Have you frozen, or are you just looking at more cartoons from your childhood? Because we should really do a quiz.
Sorry, I was watching the red guy.
You can't just watch. No, you can't watch the things, Ron. Getting distracted researching is one thing. You can't just start watching a show.
I can.
No, I put my foot down at you just watching cartoons while we do the podcast.
Okay. Right. Are we doing a quiz then, or what?
Yeah.
If you shag, marry, kill the kids from Bedknobs and Broomsticks.
Oh. But they're children.
All right.
I don't want to do any of them with any of them.
Okay. Right, we'll get rid of shag. We'll replace...
And kill and marry. Can we change them all?
Okay. We'll do...
Push, shove harshly.
No, we'll do scold.
Huh?
Like with an A, like some hot water.
No, Ron, I'm not burning a child.
All right, we'll do scold with an O.
Yeah.
We'll do. You have to go on a 12-week intensive cooking course with them.
Am I the same age as them, or am I taking
No, it's
a
you
child?
now.
Oh, fuck.
Well, yeah, I mean, you're probably the same age as Eglantine Price, so it all works. All right, so you're living in the countryside, and these
Eglantine,
and you you go to the train station or wherever, and you're given these three kids, and there's a war on, and then you only have three activities that you can do with them, and there are only three things you can think of. You've got to scold one of them, you've got to take another one on a 12-week intensive cooking course, and then the other one you have to take to Creeley Adventure Park.
It's tough to know what to do, Ron. I'll scold the big one because he's a bit surly and teenage.
He's in the age of not believing. Yeah, he needs to be scolded.
I'll be like, get believing again. Listen to Journey. What did Journey say? They said, don't stop believing.
But they never said start believing. They never said what to do to the people that are already not believing.
That's true. I'll take the little boy on the cooking course because he's quite good at following instructions with his little knob. When he taps it 3 times and turns it, I think he'd be quite good at baking and stuff.
Maybe he'd be able to cut up some of the veggies with his bit of blue glass.
Yeah, lovely bit of string. And then I'll take the girl to Creeley because the girl is one of those classic old school film girls that doesn't really have a personality other than, oh, stop it, boys, and being a nice girl. So I'll take her to Creeley in an attempt to...
she sounds like loads of fun.
Well,
I'd scold her.
No.
Have a personality.
Get her some adrenaline and bust her out of this role that historical women were stuck in.
Yeah. All right, let's do a quiz. That was fun, though, wasn't it?
That was a lovely bit of business.
I don't think people talk about Bedknobs and Broomsticks enough.
It's a great film, man.
We should do
They all play football and they're all just crushing all over people.
Did we ever do a movies episode, like an end-of-term watcher thing?
I can't remember. No.
We could do that on Bedknobs and Broomsticks. Find out what maybe apogee, perigee.
Filigree. No, it's filigree, apogee. Because they're all like actual magic words, aren't they?
I don't think they're magic words. Isn't filigree something to do with like gold? And then apogee and perigee are like, there's like the apex and like troughs of something, I think. The apogee and the perigee of something. But yeah, we're not doing it now. We've got to save this for the episode. I could do Bedknobs.
Filigree,
and you could do...
apogee, pedigree, perigee.
Yeah. All right, Laura. Can you name 3 reasons why humans genetically modify things?
Because we're not magic, and this is the closest we have. Who are you texting?
It's just about almost killing gnocchi. You going to answer the question? Or?
What was the question again?
3 reasons why humans genetically modify things.
To promote resistance to disease, for greater yield, and for variations in species.
I'm not going to give you the last one.
Why?
Why do we want variation?
Because you might want 20 different colours of roses, or a climbing rose versus a bush rose.
All right, I'll give you that now that you've explained it. Well done. Give me 2 examples, Laura, of real-life genetically modified things.
The HIV virus, a retrovirus that goes in and modifies your genes.
When you say genetically modified like this, you're always meaning by humans.
By humans, for humans. The co-op. Good. With food. 2 examples of things that have been genetically modified. Well, pretty much all food we have, isn't it, at this point?
No.
Oh.
Literally none of the food that we eat is genetically modified.
I'm pretty sure genetically modified maize was a big deal in crisps around the time I wanted to eat a lot of crisps that looked extra cool and wasn't allowed them because they were genetically modified.
This is one of those times where it's like, why are you doubling down? I'm the quiz setter and I've said no.
So what are you saying? Nothing we eat's been genetically modified, but give 2 examples of things that have been genetically modified.
Yep.
Those are the clues I have so far.
Well, do you not remember the 45 minutes of clues that we did in what's commonly known as the bulk of the episode, Sherlock Holmes?
No, Ron, I don't remember. I don't remember simply at all. Who are you typing to?
It's about almost killing the cat.
Well, why are you texting and typing? It's too much, man. It's too much distraction for me.
No, I'm on the WhatsApp web.
Can you not?
I've just...
The cat's fine now.
Answer the
Do
question.
This afterwards. I wish a cat was genetically modified so we'd stop fucking talking about it. And you just got his cat back and I'm sick of it.
You miss the cat.
I do like the cat. But I still won't get to see the cat.
No, even less than before.
Yeah.
You could go visit Judith.
I could. I probably won't.
That's
I might. I think that cat would hate having Charlotte the podcast around. 2 things that have been genetically modified. Paper? No. Felt wrong when I said it. Tried it out in my mouth. Didn't like it.
You either know it or you don't with this one.
The pancreas? Livers?
This is real classic just saying stuff here.
Actually, there's loads of stuff I thought that I didn't say.
You are just saying stuff, though. Although, actually, with the pancreas, you're not as far off as you thought, because one of them is bacteria to make insulin.
Oh, yeah.
So that we don't have to mash up all those pig pancreases in a bucket anymore.
Maybe
the other one...
So kind of I was right there, then.
No.
Kind of.
No.
A little bit.
No. The other example that we talked about quite a lot was golden rice. Golden
rice. Oh, yeah, I remember now. Look at me nowhere. Angel.
Two perceived cons of genetic modification, please, Laura.
You never know what you're doing. You're fucking about with stuff you don't understand, and you'll probably screw it all up. And backlash in the Daily Mail.
I'm not going to give that to you. Do you want to try again?
No.
All right. Also, 3 out of 7.
Why weren't those right? That was roughly right.
No, roughly wasn't.
Okay, what were the real answers?
So you could have said that there's not been much testing into their effect on after human consumption, or
I
that
absolutely said you don't know what you're doing. You're fucking about with stuff you don't understand. Ding.
No. But that just covers everything. Just like, might be bad.
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying? Just might be bad?
Don't change anything just in case.
Yeah, no, not giving it to you.
Huh. All right, then.
That's the quiz, eh?
Hello, quiz. You are delicious.
Whoa, ho, ho, ho. Well, that was an episode, wasn't it, dear listener? It was. What did you think? I liked it a lot. I liked the Minecraft stuff up at the top. I liked the 90s cartoons bit at the back. I was a big fan of Seeds. That really made me chuckle. Let's get some dialogue going, because it's just me. Well, what do you think? Me and Laura should live stream some Minecraft? We want to. We like to play. It would be nice to monetize that. Seeds. What's your favorite 90s cartoon? Which ones do you miss? I was a big fan of Dexter's Lab, Ed, and Eddie. Powerpuff Girls, they were good. Samurai Jack, banging intro music. But yeah, grand episode. Sign up for the Patreon and you would get your name read out on the Patreon register. Today we are thanking Sarah Morris, who is the charismatic but problematic leader of a rival church that instead of worshipping horses, worships armadillos and the god Armadillopolis. In this religion, it's pretty chill. You go to church on a Tuesday, and instead of wine and bread being the Lord's blood and flesh, milk and patatas bravas are the Lord's dreams and hair. Scoots are wishes you trade to a priest for a good time. Thank you, Sarah Morris. Thanks, Sarah. Yeah. So do sign up for the Patreon, everybody, and you'd get some rambling nonsense like that, and you'll get some rambling nonsense like that very soon, because we've got a short old runway of patrons to read out. So do get signed up for some immediate gratification from me. Imagine me saying your name, or Laura saying your name, and then another thing after that, just like how I just did. Wow, that'd be great, wouldn't it? We'd all love it. So that's everything. Look out for us online and stuff. How do we sign these off usually? Do I say class dismissed now, or is that at the end of the episode? I think it's now, isn't it? I think it's now. All right. Class dismissed. Oh, shit.